Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everybody. My name is Sayyid Muhammad Ahmed.
And my name is Mohammad Umar Khan.
We both are going to present on behalf of all the participants of our operations team, and the main focus of our presentation is about banking. What basically banking is and how does a bank works. So Umar Khan has some information regarding the banks which he's going to share it with you.
Okay, basically the bank is a financial institution that receives deposit from publics and makes credit for customers.
Well, Umar Khan, I have been collecting some information about bank from the internet. So the point which I'm going to share with you is that a bank is basically a financial company with special functions and powers, including the taking of deposits and issuing of loans. Banks are not just simply registered as companies, but as institutions that can perform these powers and functions, and they have direct impact on the finances of most individuals. Uh, Being Pakistani, we are going to discuss about the banks in Pakistan. So the banks in Pakistan are licensed and regulated by the State Bank of Pakistan. The ones with the outer license from the central bank, no company may call itself a bank, as the State Bank of Pakistan exercises diligence and care in the issuance of banking licenses. This issuance ensures integrity in the banking system of Pakistan. There are different types of banks in Pakistan, in fact all over the world. So Umar Khan is going to discuss about the types of banks. So the first one is commercial bank. Umar Khan, what do you know about commercial bank, or what do you want to tell about a commercial bank to the audience?
Okay, well, the commercial bank is a financial institution that provides various financial services such as settling deposits and issuing loans. Commercial bank customers can take advantage of a range of investment products that commercial banks offer, like saving accounts, certificates of deposits. The loan a commercial bank issue can vary from business loan and auto loan to mortgages.
Don't you think that banking in Pakistan is dominated by the commercial banks?
Well, retail banking is also known as consumer banking. Is a typically mass market banking in which individual customers use local branches of large commercial banks. Services offered include saving and checking accounts, mortgages, personal loans, debit credit cards, certificates of deposits.
Well, according to me, Umar Khan, the commercial banks can elect which bank services they can offer. These services include the provision of loans and advances, credit card and debit cards, mortgage bonds and check accounts, and foreign exchange trading. Bank charges fee on many of these services, which is an important source of their income. These banks have shareholders and these shares trade freely. These banks basically elect themselves to call themselves the investment bank or the merchant banks. Despite these special simple names, they share a simple common legal registration as banks. Now coming towards the second point about retail banking. What is retail banking, Umar Khan?
Okay, well, the retail banking is also known as consumer banking. Basically, it's a typically mass market banking in which individual customers use local branches of large commercial banks. Services offered include saving and checking accounts, mortgages, personal loans, debit credit cards, certificates of deposits. In retail banking, the focus is on the individual consumers. Most similar type of banking in retail banking, they provide money services to individuals and families. Most banks now offer online services like saving and loans. Target mortgages, credit unions provide personalized services but only serve employees of companies or schools. Commercial bank focus on businesses. Most retail banks also offer commercial bank services. Community banks are smaller than commercial banks that they concentrate on the local market. They provide more personalized services based on relationship. Investment banking was traditionally small and privately owned companies. They help corporations find funding through initial public stock offering or issuing bonds. They also facilitate mergers and acquisition. Third, they operate funds for high net worth individuals. Shara banking conforms to the Islamic prohibitions against interest rates. Islamic banks must also avoid school, tobacco, and gambling businesses. Borrow profit share with the lender instead of paying interest. That's why Islamic Bank avoid the risk asset classes responsible for the 2008 financial crisis. So,
Umar Khan, as we are discussing the types of banks, the main point is that where has banking been derived from? What is the history of banking? Do you know anything about it?
yes, history of banking before independence. Reserve Bank of India (RBI) was centralized for both Pakistan and India.
So I've also gathered some information that on 30th of December 1948, the British government has distributed 70% and the 30% ratio for the reserves between both the countries, India and Pakistan. What was the percentage given to Pakistan?
The percentage given to be Pakistan, 30% for Pakistan and 70% for India.
For the Indians. We have discussed the definition of bank and how does it functions. So the second information which was shared about the history of banking. So now the main point is that what are basically the functions in a bank? The main functions of a bank is accepting deposits from general public and other companies. Deposits are basically the savings of the public, and companies normally are made for a short period. Bank transform these short-term deposits into long-term loans, which are the most important assets. Deposits are the liability of a bank, and assets of depositor are basically used to fund the lending activities of the bank. Umar Khan, what basically banking is?
Well, banking is an industry that handles cash, credit, and other financial transactions. Banking provides a safe place to store extra cash and credits. It offers saving accounts, certificate of deposit, and checking accounts. It uses these deposits to make loans. These loans include home mortgages, business loan, and car loans.
Well, Umar Khan, I would like to add some information in it regarding banking, that many of us are taught the value of saving money. We are encouraged to put what we earn in a piggy bank or a shoe box to save it for a rainy day. And as we get older, some of us open the bank accounts and do the same thing on a larger scale. When we choose our bank, we think about a number of things. Which bank gives you the best rate? Which bank gives you the best services? Is there a branch nearby? Regardless of which bank we choose, we feel safe knowing that the bank will pay our money and park it away in the vaults. But this does not happen. Not exactly. Banks are allowed to take a portion of the money you deposit and use it to make more money by spending it in the economy. Well, Umar Khan, is there any point which you want to share?
Okay, I would like to share who is a banker. A banker is defined as a person who carries out the business of banking, which is specified as conducting current account for his customers, paying check drawn on him, collecting check for his customers. Customers should know banks thrive on three accounts based on community and business needs: safety needs, borrowing needs, debt clearing needs. And types of accounts, there are three types of accounts: saving accounts, current accounts, and fixed deposit accounts. Hey, Ahmed, do you know that our bank does generate income?
Umar, I'll answer you this question. The income that bank gets from selling services to the public, and the difference between the rate of interest they pay on deposit and receive on loans, provide the income to cover the cost of the operations. I would like to add one more thing, that it takes your money to transform into loans and give other people to buy a house or a car. Here's the secret, that the loan rate is higher than the deposit rate. If you were offered 5% of the interest rate on deposit, then the bank has used your money to make profit. It is very important for the public to be vigilant while making deposits and applying for loans, and make sure that the deposit made with the banks are already registered with State Bank of Pakistan. A complete list of recognized banks, you can find it on the website of State Bank of Pakistan. So we thank you for having us here today and it's a great honor to work with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.